Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo. Vinny Cuevas, yo. Vinny's views, yo. Yo. Came from humble beginnings to South Bronx. Vinny Cuevas, Puerto Rican descent with big dreams. A go-getter, gotta know where you been, so you know where you going. Hustle hard is the motto, popularity's growing. He talk about them politics, healthcare issues, now we lit. Mets and Yankees, Nets and Knicks, Giants, Rangers, championships. Major views, conservative. Everybody got their own life to live. A closer look, like you're zooming in. I don't know about you, but I'll be tuning in to Vinny's views. Vinny's views, I'll be tuning into Vinny's views. Vinny's views, make sure you listening to Vinny's views. Vinny's views, I'll be tuning into Vinny's views. Vinny's views. Vinny's views. Vinny's views, I'll be tuning into Vinny's views. Vinny's views, make sure you listening to Vinny's views. Vinny's views, I'll be tuning into Vinny's views. Vinny's views.
From Miami Beach, good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of Vinny's Views. Tonight, I'm going to leave all 10 subjects in my luggage and talk about the joys of life and the little time we have to enjoy them. What makes life fun and exciting? So bear with me here for a second. You know, when you're driving to an unfamiliar place, blasting music while simultaneously watching your GPS spit out directions. Then you get to that one part of the route that's beyond confusing. So you lower the music, even though that has absolutely no impact on the way you read the directions. That's your life. That music you need to drown out to concentrate. That's the bull crap in your life. Turning down the music in the car offers you clarity when you're at your most confusing moment. You don't really know how or why this makes such a huge difference, but it does. Here are ways to turn down the music to enhance your life. Caring about what other people think. If you want to do something, then do it. Don't waste any of your valuable time entertaining other people's opinions on a situation. If there's something you want to do that makes you happy, then that's all that should matter to you. People's views are irrelevant when it comes to your happiness. Unfortunately, too many people fail to realize this and end up with a life of regrets instead of meaningful experiences. We tend to overanalyze a lot. And overanalyzing situations that haven't even happened, it's human nature to stress about things that have yet to happen. But when you think about it rationally, what's the point? You can't predict the future, and you certainly can't change something that has not even happened yet. Deal with the situation as it comes and react accordingly. It's the only way, folks, to mold the experience to your benefit. Worrying about your appearance, which I do constantly, and I'm totally a victim of this, and a culprit at the same time, but worrying about your appearance to the point of exhaustion. You know, I get it. You want to look your best. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter if you wear your hair curly or straight. There's no reason to try on every single outfit in your closet before going out. Think about it. You bought these items for a reason. Put something on, smile at yourself in the mirror, and be on your way. You have better things to concern yourself with, or at least you should. Not living in the moment. This goes hand in hand with overanalyzing situations that have yet to happen. But this includes your past mistakes and situations that have already come and gone as well. The only thing you can gain from the past are the lessons it taught you. No good can come from replaying situations you cannot hope to fix. Make peace with them and move on. Because who you were then it's definitely not who you are now. Taking on other people's problems, folks, there's a reason you put the oxygen mask on yourself before you attempt to help others. Is that right? You have your own issues and dilemmas that you must take care of before you can even think about helping someone else. Sure, this may sound cynical and harsh, but at the end of the day, you need to handle your life. And if that means keeping others' negativity out of it, then so be it. Surrounding yourself with people who don't make you happy, why people still hang around others out of obligation, is utterly beyond me. Learn to accept that sometimes. People from your past serve little to no role in your present. They just don't. In actuality, they bring stress and drama into your life because you feel as if it's your responsibility to deal with their issues. No, it's not. Their problems are their own. And as you grow up, this is something that becomes more and more apparent. You got to start focusing on what you don't have instead of what you do have. Do you know how many people would be over the moon with their lives if they had what you had? I'm not talking about material things either, although they do fit in this category. Surrounding yourself with great friends who care about you and a family who loves you are two of the most amazing things to have in your life. So stop worrying if you have the latest trendy item and appreciate the intangible items all around you. You know, staying at your job that you see no future with, of course. Everyone at one point or another takes on a job just to pay the bills. But it's so important to remember that. In the long run, a paycheck isn't going to bring you the happy life a great career can. Money will only take you so far. Your lifestyle is what's going to lead you to true happiness. Taking on more than you can handle. Everyone has a breaking point. And this is a line you don't want to draw sooner than later. Don't take on too many tasks simultaneously because all you will do is drive yourself to the brink of insanity. Multitasking, which may appear more efficient, often results in putting the minimum effort into multiple projects. Spreading yourself too thin rarely has favorable outcomes. You got to have a balance, folks. You got to have a balance. Sorry, I just received a call there, and I'll see if I can handle that accordingly. But cluttering your life, whether this is physically or mentally, you need to cut the bullcrap out of your life. You just have to. If someone is bringing you unnecessarily aggravation, cut that person out. Are you living in a city that only makes you miserable? Make the change. You got to make the change. Holding on to grudges and anger, you know, who suffers from holding on to anger? You do. When people hold on to bitterness and grudges, they falsely believe that they're making the other person suffer. But in reality, the object of your anger disregarded your feelings in the first place and isn't losing sleep over your lingering distaste. Just isn't. What makes you think this person is dwelling on the situation? Even if someone has not given you the apology you rightfully deserve, just let it go. The sooner you stop caring, the better off you will be. Living too much in your past, your past is your past. It happened. Learn from it and let it be. There is nothing you can do to change it. So the sooner you accept it for what it was, the quicker you will be able to make peace with it. Stop holding, people. Stop holding to standards that you created in your mind years ago. take people for who they are and what they have to offer now. You will be pleasantly surprised to see how much people can change and mature over the years. Yours truly. I'm a living testimony to that. Complaining about things that can't be changed. You had a fight with a friend and said some things you wish you hadn't. Stop complaining. You lost a promotion to a coworker who rightfully deserved it. Stop complaining. You didn't get asked on a second date. Stop complaining. And unfortunately, truth in life is that some things just happen. You need to accept them for what they are. Complaining isn't going to change anything except the tolerance levels of the people you surround yourself with. Actually, just complaining, can everyone just stop altogether? How much more positive will your life be if you stop looking at the world as a glass half empty? The only things that complaining does is bring negative energy into your life. And honestly, who the hell wants a life full of that? No one. No one wants that. We can't surround ourselves with negativity because it swallows you. Just like, you try to get out and it brings you back in. We can't have that. And we will have that. And there's just certain people in our lives we just don't and can't get rid of. But somehow we got to meet halfway and compromise it and get to a situation where we have to come up with better solutions to address one another in a positive fashion. For instance, let's say people who have poor eating habits and dieting habits, they don't feel comfortable in their own skin is probably one of the worst, if not the worst. Feelings a person can experience is as oblivious as thinking is what you eat. Because the nutrients or the empty nutrients that go into your body control your system. This, your brain waves, serotonin levels, dopamines, your hormones within men, within women, testosterone, it goes on and on and on. And these things manipulate your feelings. But, unfortunately, instead of making the changes to alter this predicament, people sadly accept it and think that's just the way their lives have to be. The sooner you realize this does not have to be your lifestyle, the happier and more comfortable you'll be with yourself. I guarantee you that. Living through other people's lives, whether it's reality, television, or social media, living your life through other people's experiences is nothing to be desired. Instead of lounging around, lounging for a life of fun and travel, go out there and make this reality your own. Don't wish, go get it. Don't say I want to be it. Life is too short, folks. It's gone in a blink of an eye. That's how fast our lives can go. Suddenly, through natural causes, through accidents, unexpected deaths. It's just, we don't want to leave anything behind, especially turmoil and debt. We shouldn't leave other people our burdens, but we have to enjoy life. So, unless your favorite reality TV family is the Kardashians, don't go out and emulate that lifestyle for the sake of humanity. Please don't do that, because you will ruin yourself. You got to start focusing on your insecurities, not your attractive qualities. Who notices the negatives more than the positives? Who does? You do. You know who doesn't? Everyone else. If you post on Facebook or social media your personal problems, you know who cares? You do. No one else cares about your problems because they have their own. And that's the negativity. So nobody wants to read negativity. They'll like it and they'll praise for you. But deep inside, they prefer more of a positive vibe. They'll pray for you, but they want you to be more positive to yourself, because how can they export positivity to you if you yourself can't even handle what you have? You need to create this inner, I call it the inner soul of positivity. You need that. And I know it's hard sometimes, but we need that. You know, a lot of people, a lot of women don't look like Megan Fox. But honestly, who does? Maybe you don't have the brains of Steve Jobs, but you have unique qualities that set you apart from everyone else. I always used to say, I love Michael Jackson. I can never be Michael Jackson. But I could do one thing he can do. I could play better baseball than he does. So I'm better at something that he is not good at. That's just how life is. Live your life by your own set of standards and be a good person. This will shine through more than any potential insecurity. Trying hard to be someone else instead of embracing your actual self, instead of focusing your time, effort, and attention on other people's lives, take that time and focus on your own. Concentrate on making yourself better instead of comparing yourself to someone else. You will never be that person, no matter how hard you try. Reflect on your life and your decisions and figure out a way to be the best possible version of yourself you can be, and you can do it. We all can do it. Nobody is harder on themselves than I am. And I fight through it daily. But I look at myself in the mirror and I say, you can do it. You have the potential. You're breathing. You can do it, because this ends in no time. There's no time for what ifs. There isn't. Life is full of challenges. It's all about how we handle and manage them. Life comes with happiness and it comes with pain. But pain is temporary, whether physical or mental. Let's take the mental part of it. Someone breaks your heart. You think it's the end of the world. Certainly feels that way. But good news, folks. It's not. It's just the beginning of your new life. Time heals pain, but it doesn't go unassisted. Your effort plays a part in it. Every single day you spend dwelling on what could have, should have, and would have is a day you don't get back. You move on and let the pain play its natural course. Don't hide it. No, try to abolish it immediately. Let it wear out. And think of the beauty of life and the great things a bad experience can lead you to. You know what? It can lead you to make you a stronger person who will never make that same mistake again. Surround yourself around great, positive people. Not people who will tell you what to do, but people who will listen and assist in aiding you. In life, unfortunately, we lose loved ones, and all the suffering in the world wouldn't bring them back to us. So naturally, we go on recovery mode. Some losses will always take a place in our heart, and it's the pain that you just can never get rid of. You learn to live with it, you just never get rid of. But it leads us to a decent lifestyle so we can reassure ourselves to be reunited with that loved one in our next chapter. It gives us a chore. I need to do well in life because this person I love so much, I lost and I will never see again. But in the next life, if I do the right thing, I will be with them again and it'll be eternal. When life feels monotonous, take a trip, recharge, even if it's just by yourself. I've done it plenty of times, and it rejuvenates you. Doing it now. I'm in Miami. Most importantly, stay away from negativity, like I've said before. Evil people that live deceiving others. That energy rubs onto you and leads you to run the same aura on others. Life is beautiful. And as I say here in Miami, life's a beach. Wonderful. I feel like I was born again. I'm heading back to New York to a snowstorm. So, that's short-lived. But I'll enjoy the snow. Why not? You have to enjoy what's given to you, what God gives you. Life ain't easy, and it's not supposed to be, because if it's easy, there's something wrong. That means you're not doing something right. The most gratifying thing in life is an accomplishment. And you look back and the sweat and blood and labor you put to what you've achieved, the feeling is second to none. Remember that, folks. The feeling is second to none. We have to enjoy life. We have to enjoy our people. We have to love. My Facebook platform, if you look at it, is totally the opposite to what I preach on my show. But it's because I have fun with my friends. We can't all be on the same plateau because it gets boring. But it's all in good faith. Never disrespect. I'm a conservative human being, obviously. Hardcore. People know who I support. So I will stand my ground. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy life. Doesn't mean I'm going to bicker with others. Yeah, I attack them, of course, as they attack me, but we have a good time. Life is about a good time. So let's go out there and do it. Life is short, folks. 100 years, if you're blessed to live that long, goes by quick, believe it or not. Just the other day, I remember when I was 21 and it felt like yesterday. Honest to God, it felt like yesterday. But time just passes us by. And every day you go idle is a day you don't go back. Every day above the earth is a good day, folks. When you think you're having a bad day, remember there's someone having a worse one. And they're managing. But thank you all. God bless. Go live life. But before I go, I want to send my condolences to the Snyder family. A couple of shows ago, I sent my well wishes to Mr. Robert Snyder. Unfortunately, Mr. Snyder left us last week. Just want his family to know he was a man's man, and they should be honored. He was their patriarch. Rest in peace, sir. Hope I've been good enough to see you on the other side again. Good night, folks. And remember, I'm Vinny. These are my views.
I am in the place where I come let go. In Miami, the bass and the sunset low. Every day like a Mardi Gras. Everybody party all day. No work, all play, okay? So we sip a little something, leave the rest to spill. Me and Charlie at the bar running up a high bill. Nothing less than ill when we dress to kill. Every time the ladies pass, they be like, can y'all feel me? All ages and races, real sweet faces. Every different nation, Spanish, Haitian, Indian, Jamaican, black, white, Cuban, or Asian. I only came for 2 days to play it, but every time I come I always wind up staying. This the type of town I can spend a few days in. Miami, the city that keeps the roof blazing. Storms ain't nothing to mess with, but I can't feel a drip on the strip. It's a trip. Ladies half dressed, full of your quip, and they be screaming out, "Will we loved you last year?" So I'm thinking I'ma scoop me something hot in this South Summer rain gay mountain pot. Hottest club in the city, and it's right on the beach. Temperature, get the it's about to reach 500 degrees in the Caribbean seas with the hot mommy screaming. Every time I come to town, they be spotting me in the drop Bentley, ain't no stopping me. So cash in your dough and flow to this fashion show, pound for pound anywhere you go. Yo, ain't no city in the world like this. And if you ask how I know, I got to plead the fifth. that we know don't sleep. And we all know that LA and Philly stay jiggy. But on the sneak, Miami bringing heat for real. Y'all don't understand. I never seen so many Dominican women with sentiment tans. Mira, this is the plan. Take a walk on the beach, draw a heart in the sand. Give me your hand. Damn, you look sexy. Let's go to my yacht in the West Keys. Ride with jet skis, lounge under the palm trees. Cause you gotta have cheese for the summer house piece on South Beach. Water so clear you can see to the bottom. $100,000 cars, everybody got them. Ain't no surprise in the club to see slides. Still on Miami, my second home.
Welcome to Miami. Bienvenido a Miami.
Bouncing in the club with the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn.